हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्णा माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी।
दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा माताजी।
दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी।
दंडवत प्रणाम, दंडवत प्रणाम। We will take a Hare Krishna pranam. We'll take a minute. Somebody can then, after one or 2 minutes, somebody can start with the opening prayers.
दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी। हरे कृष्णा।
Pranam Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा माताजी।
Hare Krishna pranam Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा माताजी।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Somebody can do the opening prayers.
Shall I read Mataji?
Can I Mataji?
Yeah, you read.
Yeah.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदादिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभयश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघ्यते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। हरे कृष्णा माताजी, थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna. We are today going to see second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 66th verse. नास्ति बुद्धिर अयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शांतिर अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. Please recite the verse.
नास्ति
Yeah.
बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न सयुक्तस्य भावना न स भावयत सन्तिर् असन्तस्य कुतः सुखम्।
I'll read Mataji.
Lalita Mataji.
युक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयद शान्तिरक्षान्दस्य Sudam.
Yes. Yeah, Rema Mathaji, read.
नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. हरे कृष्णा.
हरे
Yeah,
कृष्ण
Rajlakshmi Mataji. Rajlakshmi Mataji wanted to read.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी नास्ति
please read.
बुद्धिर्युक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न च भवयत शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. हरे कृष्ण माताजी थैंक
Yeah, next,
यू.
Indira Mataji. Yeah.
नास्ति बुद्धिः अयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः
Bhavayata.
शान्तिः अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. हरे
Yeah,
कृष्ण.
Vijayam.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी
Read.
नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yeah. After Bindu Mataji, Raghavan Prabhu can be the last one to read. Yeah, Bindu
Okay.
Mataji and then
Yes.
Raghavan Prabhu.
नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयथा शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कूटसुखम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Raghavan Prabhu, read.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी
Yeah.
नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न च युक्तस्य भावना न च भावयतः यतः शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. हरे
Yes.
कृष्ण.
Yeah. Anybody else wanted to read?
Mataji, can I try?
Yeah, Bharti Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna. नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभाव्यतः शान्तिर् न
Bhavayataha Mataji.
Thank you. न चाभावयतः शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखः.
May I,
Yes.
Mataji?
Kalpana Mataji, yes.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयत शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतसुखम्. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Na asti, there cannot be, buddhihi, transcendental intelligence, ayuktasya, of one who is not connected with Krishna consciousness. Na, not, cha, and ayuktasya, of one devoid of Krishna consciousness. Bhavana, fixed mind in happiness. Na, not, cha, and abhavayataha, of one who is not fixed. Shantihi, peace. Ashantasya, of the unpeaceful. Kutaha, where is? Sukham, happiness. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? So now we will see what Krishna is trying to say here. About the Krishna in the 53rd verse speaks about how a soul gets a transcendental consciousness. If you see in the 53rd verse, Krishna says when the mind is not at all disturbed by the Vedas and he is one who remains in self-realization, he will attain divine consciousness, after which Arjun asks about Asthita Prajna. And Krishna has given explanation about how the Asthita Prajna is, how his behavior is, how her his symptoms, his how he works around in this material world, how he engages his senses, how he has controlled his mind, and then how when he obtains the mercy of the Lord, how he becomes completely steady, his intelligence is fixed, he is free from threefold miseries. So we were discussing how our endeavor and then the mercy of the Lord. So a jiva is endeavoring to be a sthita prajna by not getting disturbed, by being equipoised, by tolerating, by fixing his intelligence on the supreme truth. And then when the Lord's mercy is showered, he experiences the divine. He becomes like, in reality, when he is getting the experiences of the divine, nothing material affect him. So he becomes a sthita prajna. He was endeavoring to become a sthita prajna. By Lord's mercy, he becomes a sthita prajna. Nothing in this material world interests him or deviates him. Then, after saying that, Krishna has told how to fix then, that how that jiva will fix his mind only on the supreme truth. And in the later verses, Krishna speaks about the fall down. How, when the mind is roaming around and contemplating and thinking on sense objects, how then gradually the 7, 8 steps of downfall, Krishna explained. And then, now in the 66th verse, Krishna is saying, see, in the 65th verse, Krishna said that one who is completely satisfied, he has become free from all kinds of miseries and his intelligence is well established. And 66th, he is saying the negative. For a person who has not fixed his intelligence, or rather, he has not linked himself with the Supreme. Because in the previous verse, in the 63rd verse, the 61st verse, Krishna is saying about Mat Paraha, one who is fixed his intelligence upon me. What happens to him? He will become a person of sage of steady intelligence. He will become a Sthita Prajna. But 66th verse says, one who has not fixed his intelligence on the Lord, he has not connected himself with the Supreme. What happens? His intelligence will not be fixed. Why? Because his mind is not steady. It is scattered. It is distracted. If the mind is not fixed on a higher platform, then all the mind will go on kind of, roaming in the lower things. That means if mind is not fixed on the transcendental supreme truth, then it will hover and roam around in this material world. So when intelligence is not fixed, mind is not steady. And then, chayuktasya bhavana. Mind is not at all steady because one is not connected to the Supreme Lord or he is not in Krishna consciousness. So his intelligence is not fixed. So what happens because of that? Na cha abhavayatah shantir. So for such a person, there is no possibility of peace. He will never be peaceful. And the next part Krishna explains, ashantasya kutah sukham. So if a person is unpeaceful or he is not at peace, then where is he going to experience happiness? So now we will try to understand this. Can anybody give an example of how, supposing I ask a question, how can a person be peaceful? How will one be peaceful? Can anybody give? How can he be peaceful?
When his mind is peaceful, he'll be peaceful.
Yes.
When he has a wavering mind, he won't be in peace.
Yes. Okay.
When he controls anger,
when he controls his vasanas, yes, then
he's satisfied with everything.
He is satisfied with everything then.
When he surrenders to Krishna and he can be peaceful.
Mathaji,
He will take care of everything.
Mathaji, that is the ultimate. I am asking you from the material point of view, Mathaji. Like we
in the material world also, Mathaji, many people are there that, they will just don't bother what is happening. I have told to Krishna everything. He will take care. Let me be. like this, they will. I have seen many people telling like that, Mataji. That is why I quoted that.
No, not
Hare
that way, Mathaji. I'm saying generally also, like normal people. How do people want to maintain their peace, or how do they seek peacefulness? You are saying, okay, Krishna, I've told Krishna, fine. There are other
Yeah.
ways in which people try to be peaceful also, no, Mathaji?
Talk less. Talk less.
So whatever happens,
Hare
they say,
Krishna,
let it go.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, yes, Raghavan
One,
Prabhu.
once who is devoid of desires.
Yes, one who is devoid of desires, or one let go. Then next,
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
One-
When
Yes,
nothing
Mataji.
around affects you, you always
Yes.
calm and happy within yourself. Nothing affects,
Okay.
nothing against you. You leave it to Krishna for everything.
We
Depend
see
on him.
people who are accepted more than us. So we
Okay.
think like I am better than them.
Mataji, when there is no attachment, then you don't feel anything. Mataji.
No attachment. Okay, then somebody raised
Be
their hand.
content with what you have.
Be content with what you have. Yes. So all these answers are right. Yeah, somebody is saying something.
Many people think that they'll attain temporary happiness temporary happiness or peace when they achieve something higher.
Yeah. So something they have achieved, so they feel happy. Then they feel peaceful. Okay. Then see,
Detachment from material world.
detachment. Yes. So actually, in the present scenario or in the present world, in day-to-day life, people endeavor or people want peace. So whatever you have said is fine, detachment, not getting entangled, then surrendering to Krishna, then, letting go, accepting things as it is. And that, people also engage in something called or do something called meditation, where they kind of control their mind and make it peaceful. It is very, very important. Why? Because Krishna says without peace, there will be no happiness. Can anybody give an example? Without peace, no happiness? In the day-to-day life.
Definitely, Mataji, when the worries are in our
correct.
mind, occupied our mind, definitely the peace of mind will not be there.
Yes.
Grudging for everything. Like always grudging.
Yes. Yeah. Lalita Mataji?
Always grudging for everything.
Okay.
Like complaining always, like we won't get peace at all.
Yes. And without peace, no happiness. See,
Yes.
there's example also of a rich
Mataji,
person.
one second,
Yes, Mataji? Yeah.
If we have headache and we are attending a function, though it is a happy function, we
Correct.
won't be in a peace of mind.
Yes. And we cannot enjoy it also. Same thing.
Yes.
A person may be very wealthy. He has all the material comfort. He has privileges. He has the privileges which can give him a very comfortable life. But if he has, supposing, conflicts at home, or he has a very sick wife or a parent to look after, every day he has to attend to them, or he is having a child who is very troublesome. So can he be peaceful? He cannot be in peace. And if he is not peaceful, will he be happy? Will he be able to enjoy all the opulences or the wealth or the name, fame he has got?
No,
It's not possible. It's not possible. So in this material platform itself, without being peaceful, one cannot experience happiness. Or supposing we say, okay, even if there is no peace, we'll experience some kind of happiness. But what is that? That's a very, very temporary thing. That is a kind of a distraction. You may have a very, very, maybe at office you are having a lot of stress, or there is a lot of trouble with your boss or with your colleagues. And you are really worried about it, you are tensed about it, and you are like, very agitated about it. But for temporary relief and happiness, you want to forget this, you may go out with your friends or family or in a vacation, but that's a very, very temporary thing. Again, the same worries, the same disturbances will be there in the mind. So, for that, Krishna is saying, first one has to become steady in the mind. And how that steadiness of mind will come? not by focusing on anything that is material. In this material world, everything is temporary. If you try to get some happiness, or you want to distract yourself from worries and miseries for some time, you may just go out for a while and then you forget for some time. But the problem will not be solved. Because in the mind, the problem is still there. So then how it will be solved? One has to steady the mind. And how to steady the mind? Not by deviating here and there for some time. So Krishna says, you have to fix it on the Supreme. From spiritual point of view, if one wants to progress, he has to fix his mind on the Supreme, on the transcendental level. He has to fix. And then all these material things will not agitate him, disturb him, and then he will become peaceful. And moment he becomes peaceful, he will experience happiness. He will be happy amongst the disturbances also, amongst the unrest also, amongst the uncertainties also. Because he has now made his mind steady. So, this particular verse teaches us the inner engineering, that is self-discipline, that is making your mind steady. Moment your mind becomes steady, your thinking is clear. And spiritual point of view, you have a goal to attain the Lord. So everything that is happening here, you have to just tolerate it. You don't be attached to it. Don't be affected by it. So you'll develop clear thinking when your mind is steady. And with clear thinking, your focus will be good. You know what to focus on. Because of clear thought, you know, this is what I have to focus. And moment you have focused on the right thing, what happens is you will experience peace, because you now have a solution. You now know things are going to happen the way they have to. I have to just make my endeavor. I have to leave the rest. So when there is inner peace, you will experience happiness. There will be that lasting happiness. So it is also for our day-to-day application in our material dealings, as well as in our spiritual practice, in our sadhana bhakti also. When we are doing our sadhana, fix your mind, because you have a goal. You focus on that.
Very difficult, Mathaji.
But we have to endeavor that. That is the only way we can come out of this material world. So moment you start focusing more and more, you will become peaceful, because you will realize with clear thinking that whatever is, actually nothing is in our control. And whatever little we can control also, if we depend on the Lord for that and just do our duty without any attachment or aversion, automatically we will be at peace. And if we focus on the Lord, when your mind is peaceful, then we will experience Ananda. And in the material platform, if your mind is steady, mind is calm, mind is cool, then your thinking will be good. Then you will know that this is what I can solve, this is not in my control. So you will not at all be disturbed. You will be peaceful. If you can solve, you solve. If you cannot solve, leave it. So you become peaceful. And moment you are peaceful, you will be, you'll move towards happiness. So this is a practice. For this, one has to practice. And in our spiritual practices, how to control our mind, make our mind steady, make our practice steady. Sadhana should become steady. For that, we have to observe and practice even in the smallest of things. The sleep timings, prasadam eating ways or timings, or the way, how much, what. And then mental discipline. This is the time for me to do my sadhana. This is the time for me to read the scriptures, or I have to serve the deities. You kind of make all this a routine sadhana principles, very, very disciplined. And then you will see how your mind will become so calm and then gradually proceed towards happiness. And even in our day-to-day dealing with people, whenever some untoward situation comes out, be calm, and then you can work out what is the way to react or respond, or what is the course of action we have to take. And then if you act, you will do the right action. And very importantly, this verse tells us one has to endeavor to seek or get eternal happiness instead of these temporary pleasures. So for that, inner peace, whatever is the inner peace we have, that is the everlasting peace. Instead of seeking for peace and happiness in external situations, if this happens, I will be happy. If this happens, then I will be peaceful. No. Your peace and your happiness should not depend on anything external or anybody. Oh, this person is nice to me, then I am happy. If this I achieve this, maybe I achieve this position, or I get so much of money, then I will be peaceful. No. All this is not required to make you peaceful and happy. Make your mind steady, fix it on the Lord, you will get peace and happiness. Yes. Is this verse clear? Anybody has any doubt, or was it confusing? Yes.
Clear, Mathaji.
Yes. So Prabhupada also explains in the purport that he has quoted from the 5th chapter of and 29th verse, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam. See, if one realizes and understands that Krishna is the enjoyer, he is of all the good results of sacrifice and penance, he is the proprietor, and he is the well-wisher and the real friend of Suhradam Sarva Bhutanam, of all living entities, then one will get real peace. If you read the 5th chapter, 29th verse, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhradam Sarva Bhutanam Jnatva Mam Shantim Richati. Krishna himself says that a person who becomes fully... Yeah, please switch off the mic. Whosever mic is on. Yeah. Yeah. Sabita Mathaji, your mic is on. Sabita Mathaji, please switch off the mic. So, whoever knows that Krishna is the ultimate beneficiary of sacrifices and austerities, he is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Supreme Lord of planets and demigods, and he is the benefactor and well-wisher of all the living entities, will attain peace from material pangs. So, if one is not Krishna conscious, or one is not fixed on the supreme truth, then he doesn't have a final goal. He is be disturbed, because in this material world there are many, many goals, many, many ways to distract us and tempt us to become happy. But if we remember Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, he is the friend of everyone, he is the proprietor, and nothing belongs to us. We are here. It's a very temporary thing to be here. Our actions are temporary. Whatever we are undergoing is temporary. Whatever we are getting is temporary. Whatever we are possessing is temporary. Everything belongs to Krishna. We are also part and parcel of Krishna. Then automatically, and Krishna is our benefactor. If we remember that, we will become very steady in our mind and we will become peaceful. So Prabhupada concludes that one should always engage. One who is engaged without a relationship with Krishna is certainly always in distress. And if however, he may make a show of peace and spiritual advancement in life. See, you can do show. Okay, I am doing the spiritual things and I am peaceful, I am happy, but no. Unless and until we establish a real relationship in Krishna with faith, with complete surrender, we will not experience peace and happiness. So Krishna consciousness is a self-manifested peaceful condition which can be achieved only in relationship with Krishna. So moment you revive your Krishna consciousness, you revive your original consciousness, automatically you will be in a peaceful condition. It will be, peace will be something which will manifest in you. And moment you are peaceful, you will experience ananda. You will get peace. You will get happiness. Yes. Anybody has any doubt?
No, Mathaji.
This verse is clear to everyone?
Yes, Mataji.
Mathaji, will that previous karma come in between, even though the person is fully, completely surrendered and completely.
See, you may experience the previous karma, but then if you can just accept it as something, my sin, it is getting washed away, then you will not be disturbed, no, Mathaji.
No, that washed away will happen only in the next life, no? This
not
life that the karma will, based on the karma, there will be suffering, no? I have seen a person is very completely surrendered and doing all sadhana, bhakti and everything. But that suffering, so when we think about this suffering, no?
It is possible that his karmas are still there, Mataji, but because now he is doing his sadhana well, quickly he will wash them off, Mataji. Don't think that because I am doing sadhana, all my karmas will be washed away in an instant.
That is what I am asking.
No, it will take time.
No.
Mataji, just now you have started. Just now you surrendered, you are doing sadhana, but your karmas are there from millions of births. But it is not that it is impossible that within a second the karmas can be washed away. It is possible by the mercy of the Lord. But generally we should not think that just because now I am surrendered to Krishna, everything should go away in a minute. It will not happen like that. Mataji, you have to keep practicing, and then see, even if the person is, has to face some karma, because if he has become steady in Krishna conscious, that will not affect him, Mataji. Like how Pandavas, they were undergoing so much of misery. What all the Pandavas had to endure. Right from childhood till Kurukshetra, they were poisoned, they were, tried to be burnt in a Lakshagraha, they were, they were cheated, their wife was insulted, they were exiled. But Pandavas remained in Ananda because they, externally so much they were suffering, but internally they were always meditating on Krishna. So they were at peace, Mataji.
Inner feelings are important. Inner feelings, no, that should be connected with Lord Krishna.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji, if one is linked with Krishna, whatever is happening around him, he will be able to tolerate it and he will remain unaffected. Okay, this is also Krishna's mercy. In fact, it is said that, anything that happens, if you think it is Krishna's mercy, it will not affect you, Mataji. Moment you start resisting, I am surrendered to Krishna, I am doing so much, then why so much of misery? Then your mind starts getting agitated. Okay, this must be some karma. Krishna is just giving me a token of the punishment.
Acceptance, karma.
That's all. If you accept it, then you are at peace, Mataji. Let it happen. In fact, Kunti Maharani's prayers, you remember, let all these calamities happen again and again. Kunti never complained. So much has happened. They were all surrendered souls. But let that happen, Krishna. We will always remember you and you will always be with us. So let all the calamities happen again and again. So we shouldn't think that because in Krishna conscious we are now here, we are surrendered, everything should vanish in a minute. It's not like that.
Discussion's sake, I just mentioned Mataji.
Yes. Yeah. No, generally people think that, they are such devotees, they are serving the Lord, but why are they facing so much of trouble? And sometimes devotees meet with accidents and they die, and they see that, they were devoted to Krishna, they were serving Krishna, but why they had to meet an accident and die? But Mataji, these are all the mercy of the Lord, the will of the Lord. Parikshit Maharaj also had to die by snake bite. But actually what happens, even before Takshaka, the snake comes to bite him, he has left the body. Only the snake has come and just bit his body, that's all. Parikshit has already left. That was the arrangement of Lord Krishna for Parikshit to leave this material world and attain perfection. So, snake bite, he was the devotee, how come he has to die with a snake bite? No. Internally, what has happened? The soul already left. Only that body was present. That just because of Shringi's curse, okay, go and bite that body. That's all, Mataji. So it's not that, always the devotees will have, something which is very, very auspicious. For them, the way they leave the body, devotees, anyway they leave the body, accident or peacefully or, sleep or by snake bite, everything will become auspicious by the will of the Lord, Mathaji.
Okay. Thank
Devotees will undergo the acid test, no, Mathaji?
Yes. Devotees don't want to think. They feel that we are so fallen, Krishna. We have forgotten you for so many millions of janmas. Still, you are so compassionate. You are giving us only a token of this. You are still so merciful on us. That's how the devotees think. Yes.
It's very clear, Mataji. It is very clear. The example which you gave from Mahabharata, Pandavas, and also I would like to add that Draupadi was very close to Krishna, and she had to go through what she needs to in her lifetime. It was horrible whatever she went through, but Krishna was always there to support her. That we could understand, and that news me, Mataji. It was very clear.
Actually, the devotees say, if this is the service we have to take, that we have to undergo this suffering for you to establish or for you to teach the whole world, we will do it. So Pandavas became instruments in the hand of Krishna to establish dharma. And Draupadi was, she took up this seva. Draupadi took up this seva to serve Krishna by getting humiliated. It's not that she asked Krishna that I should get humiliated so that I can serve you. No. But if Krishna so willed, she did this as a service. Bhishma took up this service to stand opposite to Krishna in the battle. Bhishma is a Mahajan. He knows Krishna is supreme. He knows pure devotional service. He knows wherever Krishna stands, whichever side, only that side will win. But why did Bhishma take up this service? Because Krishna wanted him to establish the fact that how much ever the powerful a person may be, or he may have even Ichha Mrityu Vardhan, if he is standing towards adharma, he will lose. So devotees do this service. If they have to oppose the Lord also as a service to Krishna, they will happily do it. So Pandavas also did this service. They underwent all the sufferings so that Krishna can establish dharma. So they never took it as a suffering, why we have to suffer. No, will of Krishna, they undertook it as a seva. And of course, at the end, dharma prevailed and the Pandavas were the only ones who were there after the battle of Kurukshetra.
True, Mataji. That's very true. Yes.
Yes. If there are no further doubts, we will close. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Vancha
All glories. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mathaji. Hare Krishna.